Although I wouldn't vouch for the 100% accuracy of this map, I'm pretty sure the population in Tasmania has been eradicated, it is quite likely that any permanent water source in southern Australia could have a population of carp. Now you could just go down to your local lake or wetland, throw in a line and hope for the best. Quite possibly you'll catch nothing. The purpose of this video is not to talk about carp fishing in well-publicised areas like the River Murray. Rather, it is about checking out local lakes and stormwater ponds and the signs to look for. Now, I have no intention of getting into a debate around the well-known negative issues of carp. Let's just focus on the fact that they are very hard fighters and fun to catch. They can grow to very large sizes and are an excellent way to introduce kids to fishing. A 3 to 4 kilo fish is going to give you a great fight and have you wishing you checked all those knots. So, what exactly do you look for when it comes to trying to determine whether a waterway has a population of carp? Well, obviously seeing people catch fish or talking to people who are fishing is a good place to start. Joining a fishing club, reading local fishing magazines and watching YouTube videos will also give you some clues. But you can also do a little homework yourself. Visiting likely spots with a bit of stale bread and using your observation skills can also reveal quite a few clues. As with most fish, carp tend to be a little less active in the middle of the day, so plan your homework around early morning, late afternoon, or even at night with a torch. If you keep still and don't make any sudden movements, you'd be surprised how close carp will actually come, even in really shallow water. So actually seeing them is probably the easiest way to determine whether there are any in the water that you're looking at. Sometimes, however, the fish may not be as obvious as the ones you've just seen. If you look closely along the edges of banks and near reed beds, you can often see them just sitting quietly. Look for the dark outline of a fish or small movements of the tail and fins. On occasions, you may even see fish jump clear of the water, but that doesn't tend to happen that much. Goldfish and lighter coloured carp are usually quite easily spotted. If ducks aren't a problem and the fish are in the mood, some stale bread thrown on the surface will often get the fish to reveal themselves. As carp feed, they take up mud from the bottom of the lake, sift through it for the nutrients, and then eject the rest. This causes lots of small air bubbles to rise to the surface. The term given to this is fizzing. Tailing, as the name suggests, is when carp feed in a head-down position and the tail comes up near or breaks the surface. Be aware, however, that turtles also feed in a similar manner, stirring up air bubbles as they move along the bottom, and this can also be mistaken for carp. Often when carp are fizzing, they'll send up pressure waves of water. Mud boils are created as a fish feeds, but more often when a fish is spooked. A big cloud of silt is stirred up in the water, clearly indicates that a fish has been in the area. So there you go, a few things to look for when checking out a local waterway for evidence of carp. I certainly don't profess to be an expert, but a few simple observations like this have certainly put me onto some fish.